talk about one of my favourite cast-offs or bind-offs today, which is the 3-needle bind-off. This sweater here is called taupo or topo, and it's knit from side to side, and the sides were joined using a 3-needle bind-off. It can be used anywhere you want. Two sets of knitting where you've got live stitches to be joined together, creating a perfect seam. So it's done with both sets of live stitches, and it's just bind off right along the wrong side down here, joining the two together. So I've got 2 sets of stitches here now that I can show you how we work it. So this is one set of live stitches, and here is the other one. And if you imagine them to be perhaps the top of a shoulder where you wanted to join it together, so if you had the work like this, for instance, and then the other one coming along like this, and so you wanted those two to join together. Now we're going to join them on the wrong side, so let me flip it over like this. So the right sides are touching each other, and the wrong side, or the purl sides, are facing us. If you've broken the yarn, you want to make sure that you've got a tail long enough to join, usually about 3 times the width you want to work. Let me pull this here. In this case, I'm using the end of a circular needle, but this is why it's called a 3-needle bind-off. You've got these 2 needles and this third one, so the third one is going to join them together. You could have a straight needle for this third one, or double pointed. It doesn't really matter once you've got the tip. So what we're going to do is we're going to go knit into the first stitch on the front needle and the first stitch on the back needle, and knit those 2 together, and then slip them off that needle. So that's the first stitch. Now we're going to go into the next stitch on the front, the next stitch on the back, knit those 2 together, slip them off the needle, and then we're going to lift the second stitch over the first stitch, as with the standard bind off, to do the first bound off stitch. And then you just keep working across like this until you've got all of your stitches worked. So for somewhere that you would have a seam otherwise that you had to sew up, this effectively kills 2 birds at the same time. You've got, because you're doing a bind off for both sides and you're seaming it together without having to worry about it not lining up. So if I turn this around on this side, this is what you get.